Hello, hello. A whole bunch of stuff have happened since I last streamed. There was like Millie's 3D debut, Pro Noir's Welcome to Wonder World, and just earlier, Rofmao's New Street, New World. And so, yeah, so much interesting stuff going on. But I will be drawing Gwelu Oscar today. So maybe I'll talk about the other stuff later, but to begin with, it's this elf. Hey fam. So more so than his official profile, I think the thing that Gwelu is most known for is his projects, his like you know, collabs, his plans, the things that he does, like the recommended video here, the one person singing Virtual 2 Live, where it was just him singing Virtual 2 Live with himself and with himself and with himself. But as far as the actual profile, let's actually take a look at it. So other than the fact that he's an elf, what is his lore? Hitobito ga something o motometa toki doko kara tomo naku awareru elfu no something. When people wish for something, this elf will sometimes appear, and this something comes up again here. Toshite no ude o something tame ningen kai ni yatte kita. This is like some key vocabulary here, showing up like 3 times and making so that I don't understand the sentence without it. So he came to the human world for whatever reason. Mochi mae no yasashii koe, or sei on de kiku hitobito wo something suru. Wow. Maybe once I figure out what that word is, I'll actually understand what it is, but from the half that I did read, it doesn't sound familiar. Ah, that word is host. This is a host, okay. Shikai o motometa toki. An elf host who appears out of nowhere when people ask for a host. He came to the human world to test his skills as a host. He captivates those who hear him with his characteristic gentle voice. The name is weird. Well, his name is an elf name. Who else is an elf in Nijisanji? We've got Gwelu Scar, the elf. We've also got Hanabatake Chaika. We've got Elu, but Elu's full name is like Snow White Paradise El Santo, whatever. Wasurena Flow. That name's probably the weirdest. I think elves tend to have strange names. But yeah, so his lore is that he's a host, which actually works out really well. Actually, that kind of makes sense because in his model, he has the mic. Like, he is pretty host-looking. And yeah, as I mentioned, the thing to know about Gwelu is that he does like a lot of plans of projects and stuff, so that includes hosting stuff. Like, he hosts like these collabs, kind of like game shows or like werewolf game kind of stuff. Oh, that's something that's I don't know, I just think is cool about his content. Anyways, so I just have him here striking what I feel like is a pretty typical pose. Standard kind of pose. And this hand needs to be a bit bigger. Okay, so holding a mic and he's kind of pointing in a direction. The angle is a bit difficult. Even though Gwel has a whole lot of interesting streams, I can't think of anything off the top of my head as like a recommended, you gotta watch this one Gwel Oscar stream. My typical recommendation would just be, you know, watch their 3D. If they've got a 3D. I feel like that might be a good start, I guess. What was the other really interesting thing about Gwel in a, what, meta sense? Is the fact that he's actually married in real life and has a child. I feel like that's pretty unique. At least to be public about it, I suppose. Boy, it's his head straight forward. In another way, having a straightforward head like that, I wonder if I'll be able to make it look like him properly. Oh, I missed a bit of his hair. Yep, he is a VTuber who has a family. since he is probably hosting something, I want to put curtains behind him, kind of like I did with Yorumi. I think I'll go for reddish-orange curtains if I can. Not super deep or rich or anything. Oh yeah, another stream that I like. Well, I say stream, but I only looked at clips. Is when he taught Ririmu how to do math. I can't remember what kind of math it was anymore, but like, just there are these occasional streams. I actually can't remember the last time I saw someone do a learning stream, studying stream, where they actually like learned stuff. But there were a few like a while ago. I don't know if they still happen. And I don't know, I just think it's really cool to see people learn new things. Cause like, there was one with Furen as well, learning math. Alright, well, just vaguely orange curtains. For a game show background feeling. Alright. Picking colors now. Picking colors. Less gray, maybe? At the same time, it is kind of gray, so... I'll start with that. You know, a lot of what I know about Gwel, or yeah, a lot of the part of me that thinks Gwel is cool probably stems from being a fan of Fua, and Fua being like a fan of Gwel. Because they're debut mates of Night Kingdom. So like, you know, I see them rarely together. Night Kingdom doesn't collab much. But I have watched a decent amount of them that have happened in recent years. Okay. Bucket tool. He's got red eyes, I'm pretty sure, but his sunglasses reddish orange. How's your weekend? My weekend, it was very, very filled with a lot of things to watch. I guess I can talk about it now. So first off, Millie's 3D debut was the first big event. So it being that like the 3D was recorded when everyone was in Japan made it so that there could be a heck of a lot of guests, which was very, very fun. That's like, you know, one of the best things with 3D when you have a lot of people in the same space, physically. And then the highlight, the full-on highlight of that 3D debut was seeing Maimoto Keisuke, because he's on break right now. But, you know, Millie asked if he could come for her debut, and he did. Yeah. I always like 3D debuts. Even when there's something like what Ibrahim did with his, where he played pachinko for 40 minutes, or something like that. You get a sense for what they want to show off. What kind of things they like. I'm looking forward to the rest of the Etheria 3Ds, and possibly more 3Ds from EN. Although it would be really cool if, like, you know, the other branches, or the XKR, XID got more 3Ds. Cause like, Nari's 3D was teased already, so like, at some point, she should get a 3D debut stream. And then, of course, most of Millie's debut was talking, I guess. Like, how do I put it? It's like talking? Variety? And only the last, I feel like 15 minutes maybe, the last 10-15 minutes were singing. Singing and dancing. After seeing so many Millies in Millie's body, getting to the part where she like performs, really, I don't know, it made me pay more attention to her body language. And I feel like she pulled off her performances really well. The gesture when they talk in 3D is interesting. Like their body language? Yeah. Yeah, it was also nice to see people who don't have 3Ds yet in Millie's stream. Like Melonco, for example. In Millie's body. And even if we go and say like the fact that Claude was there in Millie's body, it's gonna take a very, very long time for him to get his 3D. But because he showed up here, we kinda saw his body language already. Mic is blue. Ah, that's a bit too blue. Like that. I might as well do the ring as well, which has the middle ring being red. And that is the base colors. Don't know if I should buy CSP now or wait for the sale. Don't know how long till the next sale. Sales happen super often for CSP. So if you're not in a rush, you should be able to wait. Unless if they change their sale model. Because when I bought it, it was around the time when like if you miss the sale, you just wait a few months and then there would be another one. Sort of like, it feels like there's no real point to buying it at full price unless if you have to. Yeah, as long as you're not in a rush, I think waiting is probably safe. Anyway. When it comes to the 3D debuts for EN, you know what? I feel like I can put the hair with the head work well. When it comes to 3D debuts for EN, I feel like since we had the AR live, it's gonna be a while until we come across new models, because all of Luxium and Noctix have to debut before we get to anyone new. Let me change this to blue and see what that looks like. If I use a blue shadow as opposed to an orange shadow. Or if I just simply make it less orange. Nah, I'll keep it. Everything in the picture is kind of orange, so I'll keep that. So yeah, I guess moving on to the next one. The next stream that I watched. Kronar's Wonder World. Or Welcome to Wonder World, if that's the full title, I think. Just got some snacks. What are you talking about? Talking about the, actually, here, let me just drop the link in the chat because I feel like that might make things more comprehensible. Where is it? Where is it? I'm assuming that if I scroll down my front page, I should be able to find it. I should be able to find it. There it is. It's really nice that the archive of the free part is still up for this. I feel like it has something to do with the fact that all of the songs are original as opposed to covers. That should be it. So that's the archive for Kronar One Man Live. Welcome to Wonder World! So in Osaka, they performed essentially a concert with, you know, live band. I feel like most concerts that they do now, Nijisanji, have live band included in them. Used to, I want to say, like, it used to be that a live band was super special. Like, oh my gosh, it's a live band. But I think more often than not, it's a live band now for these bigger concerts. It's still a mix of live and not live for like their just 3D streams. But yeah, huge hall, like thousands of people in the audience. And in the part before the live, when they like interview people who are at the venue and like, you know, on location in Osaka, they went by the flower stands, and there were so many flower stands. For both Kronor and Rofmo, there were like, there's this one corridor that's like dedicated to flower stands. And in that corridor, like it just kept going and going and going. I think I heard that there was more than 100 for Rofmo. I think it'd probably be something comparable for Kronor, like just these massive flower stands. And then as far as the performances themselves, so with, maybe I'll just talk about like Kronor and Rofmo kind of together, because they're the same venue, so same stage and stuff, so it's like very comparable. But I felt that Kronor's staging and stuff was more deliberate, or not really deliberate, but like it felt like they were trying to go for something specific. Like the stage would change a lot. Well, it only changed like 3 times. Like in the beginning, it's this really grand do I call it like a castle feeling to the stage? But then partway through it turns into this like really I don't know, high tech, colorful lights and stuff stage. So like they manipulated the staging more so than Rofmo did, which I found very interesting, because like that's also something that I liked about Kanae's solo live that he did before. Like he was it felt like he was very conscious about like the story of the live. So it's almost like there's a narrative to the set list. And with Rofmo, it's not like they don't have a deliberate feeling to their set list. It's more like, rather than trying to tell a story, it's trying to set the vibe. You know, like right now we're like hyping up the crowd, or like right now, I don't know, stuff like that. me take a quick look at their set list actually, because I feel like I'd be able to come up with something better to say if I looked at it. So, looking at it quickly. Alright, Cronoir's set list. The first song is Wanderers. So, okay. You know, perfect opening song for a concert that's called Welcome to Wonder Wander World. You do Wanderer. I mean, I think it was unexpected opening. So that served its purpose well. Stereochrome, also a good song. I'll also consider that as like the opening phase. And then Bloody Groovy, catchy song. Chaotic Liver. So this is the song that they had uploaded a short prior to the concert that explained how to, well, they uploaded a couple of them. So like when to do the calls, because you know they're performing in a live audience, so like how to do the calls and like how to do like you've got like these towels so they can like swing the towels in a specific way so that like the crowd is synchronized. Rope Mount also had that kind of stuff, like audience participation, essentially. Oh yeah, and then the fifth song, Let It Burn, was the one that they had featuring Kagami Hayato. And that one was really funny because you could still hear Shacho's vocals in the audio track, but like he was nowhere on the stage, obviously. It was just like when it's Shacho's vocal part, you just hear his voice, but you don't see him anywhere. So I thought that was kind of funny. And then the next song was, I think the next song was the one, I can't read that kanji, but it's the one where there were the calls. So I can't remember the call because I can't remember the first word. It was like, you know, da 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 kind of thing. Like I just remembered like the yeah part. But you can hear the crowd like shouting it out. And then after that is Rodeo. Apparently, that song was the very first song that they ever sang live back in 2019. So I was not watching Cronoir back in 2019, so I didn't know that. I did not, at least I don't think I recognized the song. But you know, that's pretty cool, singing a song that they haven't sang since like 5 years ago. They can like feel the progress. I saw a screenshot that compared their a screenshot of their live in 2020 compared to the one that they did over the weekend, and like the difference is so huge. In 2020, it's just like a screen on a stage, and they're on the screen, right? And the crowd in 2020 was like, you know, you can make out the people. You could see like their heads and like their arms and stuff. But in present day 2024, the size of the crowd is such that like you can't see people. You actually just can't see people. You can see their pen light as like a speck of light. The amount of people that fit in that hall is very, very much more than the original place that they did their first ever, well, not their first ever, that would be like the 2019 one, but the one that was in that screenshot, that was 2020. And then after Rodeo was Not For You. That's one that I know. Because it's actually on YouTube. So like I've listened to it before. And I guess interestingly enough, I'm not sure if I remember ever hearing Cronor sing Not For You live before. Trying to think right now. I might have seen it, like, I can't remember. Maybe it was on a Blu-ray that I watched it. What I do remember, though, is seeing, like, was it Shacho and Yashiro? Possibly. There was this one concert that I saw, well, this live Virtual Japan, I think, where they sang a cover of Not For You, but yo, I can't remember that stuff now. It was quite some time ago. But yeah, after Not For You was craziest thing. Buddy and Wilderness with secret guests. Like, I didn't know that they did secret guests. I don't know. Because that means the fans of the guests don't know that they're actually gonna show up. So basically, it's a Crow Noir concert, right? So it's advertised as being Kuzuha and Kanae. But for Buddy in Wilderness, Hoshikawa, Sasaki, and Salome appeared as like surprise guests. So like if you were a die-hard Salome fan, you wouldn't know that she's there until like you see it. You wouldn't be able to experience it in real time. But then of course, if you did happen to watch and then you see your Oshi suddenly appear, I feel like that must be a crazy moment. Cause like Sasaki and Crow Noir I feel like have a decent overlap because they're all gamers. Like if you were watching it because you like Crow Noir, but like you actually like Sasaki a whole lot more or something, and then you see her show up like that, that's so crazy. I'm basing this off of the feeling that I had when I watched Hoshikawa's live because I'm a fan of Hoshikawa, but like Ua was a guest. But that was like an advertised guest. But what wasn't advertised was the fact that he would be dancing, and that was like, oh yeah, good stuff. Ua actually dancing? So I was able to enjoy it from that perspective. Okay, so then after Buddy in Wilderness, you know, the three girls stayed and did some MCing that was way better than Crow Noir was doing. Because they... the way that they MC is just chatting. Which is part of the appeal of their MCing. But yeah, after they left, the next song was KD Dance Hall. That's Kanai's original song. And they sang it together. So, as Crow Noir, they sang one of Kanai's songs. That I was not expecting to see. So that was cool. Because like up until this point, most of the songs that they sang have been in either one of their two Crow Noir albums. So the very first one, what was it called again? What was their first album called? Boy, I've forgotten. Up to You? Yes, there it is. So the songs have either been in Up to You or they have been in the Welcome to Wonder World, which is like pretty obvious because that's the name of their concert. Or wait, Welcome to Wonder World is the name of their concert. The name of the album was it the same thing or was it like, I think it was the same thing. So yeah, they were originally from either one of those two, but then KD Dance Hall, which is Kanai's original song came in and they sang it together and it was great. And then it was followed by both of them singing Kuzuha's original song, Black Crack. And then they sang a bunch of the Chronoir songs in the album. So more predictable picks. So like Pre-Dawn, VVS, Torpor, Baker, Twilight. Oh yeah! For the encore! And like, okay, there's like a lot of staging stuff that I totally didn't mention now that I think about it. The fact that Kuzuha got another new 3D outfit. The fact that there was that one part where they come on stage by driving a car. Just the stage in general really being 2 levels and like going up and down the levels. But the point here is in the encore, they switched back to their original outfits. Their very first default models, so like in pajamas on this really beautiful stage with a live band. And that's kind of what I guess prompts the comparisons of like where they came from, where they are now. The fact that this is the very first Chronoir live is also kind of shocking to me too. Because I feel like they've done so much. But it's like, I guess they've never had a solo Chronoir concert before. Yeah, like, I know what you're talking about. I don't know how to reply. I'm just hearing you talking good. Alright, that's good to hear. You don't necessarily need to reply. Although if you do have something to add, you are very welcome to. But yeah, I feel like Kronar live was very polished, and they also, you know, it's Amoy, very emotional, I guess. They did a lot of stuff that like makes you feel the passage of time, like that last encore bit where they went back to their original default outfit. It's like, that's what it used to look like, you know? Gets the fans feeling. And then the very final song. Oh yeah, right. I was getting to something there. They sang their first ever cover as the second to last song. And like that one is a bit interesting because it's like technically that cover is what they sang that cover before I started watching them. Like quite a bit before. It's really old. But because it's a cover, it's, you know, still on their channel. You can still listen to it like right now because it's just a cover. It's not like a live event that like disappeared and doesn't really exist anymore. So because of that, I actually did listen to that cover back when I first like found them. So I was able to experience a bit of nostalgia, being like, oh yeah, this cover, I used to listen to it. So that was nice to experience. But yeah, the final song was Lily, which I liked quite a bit. I like Lily as a song to begin with, so having it be the final song was just nice. There's nothing more to it. And then the way that they ended was also really nice. The way they just said like, you know, that's it, the end. They walk off stage, and then the screens start playing something. Like they're already gone. Then the screens start playing something, and then they tease a new music video in July. I'm just like, cool, that's good, that's nice. That was a good reveal, a good announcement. But yeah, that is Kronar. What I would consider like my original how I got into Nijisanji group. And then there is Rope Mao, the day after. Probably currently the group that I watch the most, because I actually keep up with their weekly show, which I can't say is true for any other show anymore. I used to watch Niji Quiz and DQ variety, but have since stopped. So Rofmao is the only one that I regularly watch nowadays. So for that, the Rofmao live was very much so like a party in comparison to the Chronoir live, which is a performance. So like the way that the crowd got hyped up, I don't know, it felt different. I feel like the fans screamed a lot more at Rofmao. I feel like I could hear the calls more clearly. And then, okay. Mainly, the fun stuff with Rofmao is stuff that isn't actually usually in concerts, I don't think. It's not the singing and dancing that makes Rofmao so entertaining. It's like all of the incidental things that happen. So like, you know, when they sang Hanabi, they launched fireworks. Virtual fireworks, but still, they launched fireworks. When they were doing, let me open up the set list actually. I feel like with Rofmao I can talk about it a bit more because, you know, it was literally 12 hours ago, so it's more fresh in my memory. And Chronoir, I guess, you know, I watched it before, so it's like Rofmao is my current recent memory, so yeah. Okay, so the first first four songs were in the free portion. Oh, actually, you know what, I'll share that link as well. Find it and then share the link. Let's see. There it is. Streamed 11 hours ago. So there. That's the Rofmao free portion. So in the free portion, there were 4 songs. We Are Popstar, Ichigeki, Luckhack, and Full Count. So the first 3 songs were in their first album, and then Full Count is the only song in their most recent album that they sang in the free part. And in that part, they also revealed new outfits. So everyone got a new outfit for that, which is good stuff. And then it's right after the free part ends that like the most interesting stuff happens for the Rope Mao Live. Because in the free portion, you know, it's good. It's a good concert. You know, it's good singing, good energy. But right after the free portion ends, we get Life is Once de Soro, right? In this one, they left and they grabbed these. Okay, they left. Kaida and Shacho left and grabbed these really huge fans and like, you know, waved them around. Actually, mentioning flags reminds me that Chronar also did have these like really, really big flags, and like the flags were really pretty in Chronar. Like it was very pretty, and like they had backup dancers with these flags as well. But anyways, in the Rope Mao one, they just had these, I guess like festival-like flags. Not quite sure how to put them, like the round flags. And they kind of just like, okay, if they did have choreography, then sorry, but the way that they moved felt like it was very free. Like they're just playing around on the stage, as opposed to having like a set choreography. But I think that was its own charm. Like they're just running around and jumping around, you know? So yeah, during that Life is Once de Soto song, there was one part, I don't know, like, it's hard to tell what's acted and what's like actually scripted. They left Kaida alone. Even though it was the middle of the song, they just left him on the stage. And like, he was kind of like, where did everyone go? Where did everyone go? But like, also the song was still going, so he was kind of singing, but it was also like not his part. So like, that was funny. And then they come back out. They come back out with like this, I don't know what they're called, but like, they come out with the thing where you have like these things and like, you know, you have people holding onto these things and like there's something in the middle, and then this is Shacho, and we have Ua and Kenmochi. So they go off stage, leaving Kaida alone, and then they come back in like this in the middle of the song. I don't know, I find that kind of skit to be pretty funny. And then when they had like an MC segment after that, they were like, what was up with that? What was up with you guys leaving me alone? And like they were talking about, oh yeah, that thing, it was heavy. Oh, it was scary to be on top or whatnot. And Kaida was like, why are you talking about like this stuff that I wasn't present for? And then right after that song was Hanabi, where they launched the fireworks into the virtual fireworks into the crowd, and like, you know, that it's just very, very fun. And then they sang a cover, Blue and Count's Survivor. So that one was simply, I don't know, it was a good cover. No ridiculous skits happened there. And then Do or Die and Hanjo Bonding. Like, Rokuman just in general has like really upbeat songs, the kind that like have a very powerful beat. So following that standard list, MC-wise, that was the list of songs for being cool. That was like their cool part of the set list. Survivor, Do or Die, Kanjo Bonding. So after the cool part, there's the video just starts playing on the screen. What was it? What did it say exactly? Something like, you know, on a certain day. And then it shows a recording of them being like, alright, so the live is coming up, and like, your set list is all confirmed. But actually, there's a chance for us to change the set list. And they have like this whole variety segment, like a normal Rokuman episode, where Shacho and Kenmochi have to compete so that they don't sing their prank song. Because what happens in Rokuman is that when someone is absent from recording, it's like, alright, it's time for a prank. Because they're not there, so like, they can do something. And what they do is they compose a song and make the person who was absent sing it. So like, these songs are, they basically compose songs that the person who's absent would really not want to sing. So yeah, Shacho and Kenmochi had songs made of them. So they were like competing, or who would be able to get away with not singing it. And then Shacho ultimately lost, so he had to sing his song, My Muki Phoenix. Like, there's translations of it on YouTube. People have translated that part, I'm pretty sure. But the thing is, how do I put it? The phoenix. It's about a phoenix, right? The lyrics are about a phoenix. And they're on stage, you know, performing in front of a live audience, right? It's a concert. So, Shacho's singing this song by himself because it's his original song. And there's something attached to his back. And at the chorus, like, you know, the most intense part, where he says that he's a phoenix, He gets lifted up into the air. He gets lifted up into the air by the wires that are on his back. And then, as he's singing, like, with all this power, these ridiculous lyrics that make no sense, these wings of fire, these phoenix wings sprout from his back and engulf the screen. And then it's like, the song ends. And then the light fades away, and you just see Shacho hanging from the wires in the middle of the screen. Slowly descending. Ever so slowly descending. Alright, I will take a look at this drawing that I'm doing right now a bit more. What do I need? I think the foreground is pretty okay now. The background, which I just put as like generic orange curtains. Wait a moment. I was saying like I'm pretty much done, but forgot that his suit has stripes on it. So I'll do that quickly. So yeah, after Mainmuki Phoenix, or Shacho becomes a phoenix, it turns out that winning the game and so that you don't have to sing your song just means that you don't have to sing your song. The other three ended up singing Kenmochi's prank song. So his song was Mochi Mochi Hari Nezumi. So like about a hedgehog who is prickly on the outside but soft on the inside. In a very idol-styled music. Exactly the genre that Kenmochi hates most. So then, basically Shacho walked out very, you know, low energy because he had to sing a song that he really didn't want to sing. But he comes back in on the stage with a chair. So there's now a chair on stage. Kaida and Fua grab Kenmochi and force him on the chair. And Kaida ties Kenmochi's arms behind his back. Like, behind the back of the chair. It's like, Kenmochi, even though you won, it means that you don't have to sing the song. But that doesn't mean the song isn't getting sung at all. We've already sung a song without you before. And so Bua, Kaida, and Shacho all sing Mochi Mochi Hari Nezumi together. And they do and they do it while Kenmochi is like protesting throughout the whole thing. Like, they're singing this cute pop song, cute idol song. While Kenmochi's all like, I'll kill you! So that's like, gosh, good stuff. The thing you can only get out of like a Rofma live. So yeah, then they continue the concert as usual, as you might expect. You've got crazy buddies, and then wait, what's the next one? I can't remember that one, and I can't really read it. Then there's challengers, and then what was that red again? The one by Pseudo. And then Thank You Promise was the last one before the encore. And then at the encore, I Wanna You Wanna is where Dai Kagami shows up, Shacho's mecha. Like, it appears behind the stage on the screen. And then Shacho rides his mech. And it's just like, okay. Alright, we've got mecha in Osaka. Okay. Oh yeah, and there were a heck of a lot of announcements too during the encore. I mean, the ones that I'm most interested in are the fact that they confirmed that there is a summer project. So like, every summer, Rothmao seems to do something, like some kind of special project. So they confirmed that they're doing that again this year. Actually, what if I do this as a foreground? Like, curtains. Yo! Curtains as a foreground looks pretty cool. It may not make sense, but it looks cool. Somewhat mysterious form of curtain. Okay, so I drew curtains on the foreground to be kind of like framing, but for some reason they look like pieces of paper as opposed to curtains. Not really sure what to do about that. For this though, this background, to make it a bit less flat, I'm gonna try doing some kind of glow. Okay. Also, going back to Mao. The other announcement that they had was a new song and a new single release, I think it was. So, for the song, they sang the new song at the concert. It was a good song. I liked it. Increased contrast helps. But anyways, I think that's pretty much what I have to say about the lives and stuff. Pro Noir and Mao, good stuff. Fun to watch. I hope they continue, you know, doing well. And I think Gwelu is done. I believe so. I believe so. I'll try hue shifting this and see if that might work as better curtains if they're a slightly different shade. I don't want it to be like way different, but just like maybe not the hue, but maybe if I darken it or if I lighten it. Lightning doesn't seem to work. If I darken it a bit. So there's some wild trending in Vietnam. I don't think I keep up with trends. Alright. Darken it, and then... just like that. Oh, they're making a joke over a dead person. I mean, that sort of thing. Feels incredibly specific. It feels like the kind of thing that will trend for a moment and then it'll disappear. So I get the impression that's not something that'll stay for very long. But anyways, I am done drawing Gwelu, so that is it for me today. kind of like, is that okay? Is this workout? It's a very, very specific style. His model. Oh, it turned into a One Piece joke. But it still feels like something that's like super specific, so it'll probably die down quickly. Yes, male hair incoming, that's right. I mean, his hair is so long, it's practically female hair. In terms of, like, the act of drawing it. I would say that Gwelu is like peak male hair. I did not even draw any hair, it's just his head. That was different. So yeah, Vox Akuma is up next. So when I will next stream, I don't know, but at the very least, there's no concerts happening anytime soon again, so it should be sooner than the gap that I had since the last stream this time around. Alright, yeah, thank you for watching, and see you next time. Alright, bye!